Hello there, this is the Chef Luigi Pomodoro coming to you live from Austin, Texas with Locadoro at
Welcome back to Locadoro at Home. I'm Fiore Tedesco, and this week we are making some more pasta together. This is a vegetarian version of the classic that we've made at the restaurant, which is Casarecce pasta with tomato and mushroom Conserva. We're putting some spinach in this one. We're starting with some chili flake and garlic, using, guess what, pasta water to cream everything together and a little butter at the end. Love this dish. I'm excited to make it together. First thing we want to do, we want to salt that water. 3 nice big pinches and about 6 quarts of water. It's up and going. We are going to take that casarecce, toss it right in, and what do we do next? We give it a nice little twirl. Moving the pasta is what's going to keep it from not sticking together. That's always true. I say it. I say it every week, but it's still true, and it's the most helpful thing that you can do for the pasta to keep it doing exactly what you want it to do, which is cooking evenly, cooking reliably, and making it easy for you. So when you're ready to put the dish together, like it's working for you rather than against you. So that pasta is going to cook 3 to 4 minutes. Fresh pasta, just made it. Made this yesterday. The longer, as a corollary, the longer that pasta dries, or if we're drying that pasta, the longer it takes to cook, to bring hydration back to it, to cook that through. When we're making the pasta, when we're extruding it at the restaurant, treating it fresh means we're not drying it. We're doing a little superficial drying of it, just so it doesn't want to stick to itself before it makes its way to you. But it's really fresh, very quick to cook. And it has a slightly different texture. I love it. Now, we have our pasta's cooking. I've been talking for about a minute. I've turned the front burner on here, like 10-inch pan, to medium heat. I'm putting in garlic, and it's about a clove of garlic that we're giving to you. That's in a little bit of olive oil. We put it in the olive oil, like this is how we treat it at the restaurant before service. We chop it into olive oil. So we spoon that fresh garlic in the olive oil and use it that way because it's easier, right? You don't want to chop garlic to order unless you're a psychopath. But in order to do that, you need to put it in oil so it doesn't oxidize. So doing that same step. So I put a small pinch of chili flake in with that garlic and oil on medium heat. Now this is going to burn fast. Putting a little bit of salt right on top of that garlic so it doesn't sweat. But the idea here is you're just trying to take this, just trying to toast the garlic. Not so where you see color, but where you can start to smell. You'll smell a little bit of caramelization before you see the color turn. I see like a little browning on the edge. And as I'm doing that, I've taken it off the heat. And this is a perfect time to take your Conserva put it in right on top. Now that Conserva is going to help. I'm not worried about that garlic burning anymore because it's got a lot of liquid medium in there to help soak it up. That's really helpful. Hopefully that water is going to chill out a little bit so we can hear each other. Gonna cover it. It's still loud. Okay. So now we're really just warming this through. The mushroom and tomato Conserva has been conserved in olive oil with some garlic and oregano and rosemary and thyme. A lot of aromatics that are brightening up there, and some lemon as well. We're not putting lemon in here because I don't think it needs it. It's going to be right in that pasta. So we're warming that through. It's really just, I see the water evaporating from it, about 30 seconds. And now we're going to take that spinach. I'm just going to rest that spinach on top there for a second. Not literally 1 second, or else I would be lying, but let's say for a minute, after like 30 seconds, let it start to warm up, and toss it through. And now that starts to look different. It starts to look like it's all soaking up the sauces. It's soaking up the oil from that. And what I want to do here is now, as in building this sauce, now is the right time to add a little bit of pasta water. Not much. I'm just adding maybe an ounce. And because what I want to happen now is for all of that to come together. I want that water to start to emulsify with the oil in there and start to make a creamy sauce, which the starch from the pasta is going to help make a creamy sauce. With all the proteins and the fats that are in the pan already. And now my pastas are done. Yes, it is. I'm going to use this handy monster here to scoop it out. You know, I could drain this with a colander. Really don't like doing that. If I had a pasta draining basket like we do at the restaurant, I would use it now. I don't use it at home. I don't need to. I'm not in a rush. And when I do it, when we do it in the kitchen, you always have like drops all over the place. Like you'll drain water all over the place. It is a better setup for a commercial kitchen. Everybody, I remember before I was cooking professionally, I wanted to cook like professional cooks did at home. As I started to cook professionally, I realized the folly of that is you don't need to use the same equipment. You don't need to use all that fancy stuff. Now if you saw right there, I was just tossing that through. Need to grab some cheese. So now we've got our pasta in the pan. I've done this I don't know how many thousands of times. It makes me happy and sad to think about. I'm like, I've cooked too much pasta. But also super happy. Like, this dish has been the most ordered dish at Locadoro. The most ordered pasta at Locadoro, like hands down. So I can do this in my sleep with my eyes closed? Probably not. That'd be an irresponsible way to cook as well. So, turned off the pasta water. Now everything's nice and quiet and tranquil, and your pasta's cooking down nice and evenly. And now we've got some grana padano here. Putting like two nice big pinches in, tossing that through, and that's gonna melt nicely together. And then I'm gonna take a little mound of butter. I'm gonna turn up that heat a little bit. And now this is the finishing move. Now we're just creaming this dish out with the butter. I might have put a little too much butter in. We can take it out. No biggie. I'm gonna crack some pepper in these last couple moves. Definitely a little too much butter. Boop. Save that one for later. And so now we've got a little bit of that butter and that cheese and the pasta water and the spinach, the garlic, the chili, the pasta. And we're just tossing it through. and it starts to make that sort of gross. I think it's gross. The sound is just. It is. It's undeniable. It's a gross sound, but it is the sound of your pasta being finished. And now, if you see, your sauce is super creamy and is leaving nice trails in the pan. You know it's like starchy and well bound and really nicely put together. One more toss to make sure everything is incorporated. Gonna go right into that pan. I dropped a noodle. Clean that up a touch. And what do I want to finish here with? I just want to finish with a little more cheese. A boom. There we go. Casarecce, tomato and mushroom conserva, spinach. Started with a little chili and garlic, the way we do. One of the best pastas one can eat, really, and really simple celebration of beautiful ingredients. Happy to share this with you this week. I'm excited to eat this here now, and hope you have a wonderful week. We are in the middle of a big moment at the restaurant. We're about to get back open outside in sometime this next month, and we look forward to seeing you out there soon. So thank you so much and have a great week. Bye.
But if they're true, these platitudes and Hallmark poems, why am I so lonesome and feel so far from home? I'm sending messages, they're woven in these tones. I'm sending messages, they're braided in these lines. I hope this bottle finds